form boko ukwa asante mantema womo ewedum womo ne Sambra Hotel no ene bonhwe ni mo mantema so no womo ewa Accra Zongo Lane no tubetimi akọ no akọ J1 instrument ya papa ebo no so eda form boko sa enso so ananope dadaba tech hub enso eton phones ene ho aka de bia sa ope iPhone Infinix Samsung yam nina no uduweni etwem ewo dadaba tech hub ubenya phones ya papa no so ebo no eda form se opkopie mu ewo kanesha womo eben takwa station no tubetimi akọ no akọjo instrument ya papa ebo no eno so eda form sa enso so ana talent microfinance enso yesika krabia womo aba womo ebo ani padodo na mo musikasem ejina ne nan so no ti se o ya nkwankwan nyimi ko sorry na mo pe baby edi musika esie no talent nkwa na medium ho adanse anope edi ama mo ebusuafo Jumekowe adaruma na no pe womo esomas ne ma mede nsem no mede eba abesomo nsem no anope edosi ye papa na de bedi mu akotene ebia ne se yes asin south marche bedwani ede nsem bi abetudwa wo chim se 2024 abato na NPP for ni Lucy ni na agina mampani dada na adanko ekufado eso eno anope ye de mu nsem ye de ebeba abesomo sa enso so ano so afọ wohwe ya disua ho nsem so wo my Ghana ha no onmonyam for Haruna Idriso enso ede abasobode kwa ma Ghana mampani dada na adanko ekufado so wetimi di free SHS no wode aba my Ghana ha se no so ye de mu nsem ye de ebeba abesomo anope ye de dwede nsem ebeka ho ede ama Ghana ni Nigeria ade ankabo makoso ye papa eno collaboration ebeboa amma ye promoting regional best practice ede ba ye energy sector no emo eno so anope ye de mu nsem ye de ebesomo ho sa ye de ni jede nsem ebeka ho ede ama Emmy Africa for ede abetu yo mu chese sesi ade wo mo 10th anniversary award no wo mo bie portal no de ato a wo mo call for nomination anope no so yede mu nsem yede ebeba besomo weni nsem ne afoforo pi anope yabo ano a yede ebesomo se kase bo wo KFM TV ne so anope edi ameje so Newsmaame Esi Nkrumah na mekai wo se nsem no etwego ewe abelfo ntintam video ne so Facebook and YouTube KFM TV GH enu tu betimi ahwe bi ne wa share na wa like na wa dwentwe no so udi gu ase ama me kama mitwa me ho sema ba me ba nsem no me hya ase edi ama ebusia for yegusa ma mu ina akwa ba edam asesa no pe muguso etimu TV ho amohwe no so pe mu kase wo KFM TV ne so na me koso kai wo sa no pensem no etwego ewo abelfo ntentam video ne so Facebook and YouTube KFM TV GH eno tu betimi akọkọ no ahwe bi ne wa share na wa like na wa dwentwe no so di egu ase ama me kama me hye nsem na se edi amount dia ndada na parliament wo mo ekwa asetena ne no enam so ema speaker of parliament honorable Kingsford Alban Sumana Bagbin MPs mi no ayeyi omo Tamale Central na akwetia by election course ho na ndada na samrahye bedwafo no ye de omo tena so ewo mrahye bedwafi adwumedi course ho no anope KFM TV yenso ye twa bi edi abesomo.
Having been elected a member of parliament do.
Having been elected a member of parliament do.
In the name of the Almighty God swear.
In the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Ghana.
As by law established.
As by law established.
That I will uphold.
That I will uphold.
Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
And defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
And that I will faithfully.
And that I will faithfully.
And conscientiously. Discharge the duties of a member of Parliament.
Discharge the duties of a member of Parliament.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Honorable members, thank you for taking the oath. You are most welcome. And I'll hold you to two oaths that you've sworn, particularly the one where you clearly stated that you faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. To enable you to discharge those duties, I will first give you the hoe and the cutlass. You don't go to your farm without the hoe or the cutlass. And so on a daily basis, I observe members when they walk in. Please, even though I'm 33 years here, on a daily basis, I still refer to the Constitution and the standing orders. There's always something to learn every day. And so I'm going to hand this over to you. There are other documents that the clerk's office will make available to you. And please, if you really want to perform your duties well, you have to put them and sleep with them. There's a lot that you have to learn. Whether you are a professor, or you are a farmer, or you are from anywhere, you have come to a new school. And that school starts from crèche. And you are starting from crèche today. Please don't assume that because of your capacity in other areas, you know it. You don't know it. You have to start learning. Please. Your seniors will do the usual thing. You've all been to school and you've all passed through to the university, you've gone through. You know what seniors do to juniors. Don't be deterred and intimidated. You can perform better than them. Please. But at least, ask for the respect, the reverence you have to give it to them. Because they were born before you. And so, on behalf of the House and the members, I hand over this first to the member.
Ebusiafo enunti same way and Speaker of Parliament Honorable Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagben wode etu dwane sori ni na ekoso ewo marshebedwa fie no na no pay KFM TV yenso ye de bi abesom ye do every sansem ni mu na no pay ye do akonsem from there Alexander Afenyo Markins wo ye dom kuma no ba no deni ewo marshebedwa fie na wode nsem bi abetu dwa wo chem sesesi ade amemu akoso ewo my Ghana ha no NDC ameni okoni ba ye mo chese on be reset Ghana na eno ana obi say resetting agenda no eno ani ewo mu sesia na say enye no ani ewo mu same way and na eyedom kuma no ba no deni onmunya for Alexander Afenyo Markins akopie mu ewo efutu ma hyebedwafi a wo no ana wo ye ma hyebedwani ewo ho ne sema wo de etu dwana no peyen so ye dibi esomo.
Mr. Speaker, on the governance front, governance is about upholding freedom, justice and the rule of law. The frequent arrests of opposition figures, journalists, and ordinary citizens on flimsy and politically motivated charges exemplify a pattern of harassment intended to silence dissent. They paint a troubling picture of a shrinking civic space in our democracy. Even more disturbing, young Ghanaians expressing frustration on social media have been targeted, questioned, and in some cases detained. The question we ask as a minority is this the reset we were promised?
Afanunti same way and Alexander Afenyo Markins wode abetu dwa no KFM TV en so ye di bi abesomo na nsem no wan fancy wa wosan edin sem bi etudwa ede fa labor eye unrest signal no ehwo a eno so eye don kuma no ba no deni onmonya for Alexander Afenyo Markins a wo ye efutu ma hyebedwani wo no anosan edin sem we etudwa ewo ma hyebedwa efie nra emra wo mo eko asetena no.
Unrest whilst we were on break shows a clear public discontent. Over 200 junior doctors have worked for 10 months without pay, and more than 800 remain unposted. Newly trained teachers and nurses have also gone months without salaries. These are the stories of hardship people face. A government that fails to pay its frontline workers cannot claim to care for its people. Mr. Speaker, it must be emphasized that the MPP government, whilst in office, initiated the 1D1F. This was conceived as a vehicle to drive industrial growth and create sustainable jobs through private sector participation. However, government actions in recent months show a clear lack of commitment to that vision. Instead of providing real support to existing private sector jobs and easing the cost of doing business, bureaucracies are being created, frustrating investors and entrepreneurs. This stifles innovation, discourages productivity, and risks choking the public sector with inefficiencies that private sector was meant to relieve. But, Mr. Speaker, no economy can grow when private sector initiative is replaced with political control. The time has come for government to walk the talk of ensuring
Adesimamba onmonyam for Alexander Afenyoma Kinso no anodin semwe etudwa no peyen so yede bi abesom wosan edin sembe etudwa efa mampanin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni 24-hour economy policy no eno ana onmonyam for Alexander Afenyoma Kins edin sembi abetudwa ho a wo chese sai initiative no was saying menum ya ban timi hwe na wo ye bibi edefa on na eba o my Ghana na etimi boa manwuma bebre na etimi eba o my mo Alexander Afenyoma Markins wono ano signed in same way to Adrian.
For government to walk the talk of ensuring that the private sector becomes the real engine of growth. Enough of the rhetorics. The 24-hour economy must not be an empty talk. It must provide a hope for many youths who expect jobs. Mr. Speaker, on the governance front, governance is about upholding freedom, justice and the rule of law. The frequent arrests of opposition figures, journalists, and ordinary citizens on flimsy and politically motivated charges exemplify a pattern of harassment intended to silence dissent. They paint a troubling picture of a shrinking civic space in our democracy. Even more disturbing, young Ghanaians expressing frustration on social media.
Ewusiafa nunti efutu mashebeja ni wasan dom kuma no ba no dani ewo mashebeja fie onmunya for Alexander Afenyoma Kinso no anodin semu etudwemra endrada sitting so ewo mashebeja fie no ana woka sansemu ina wo hano pe KFM TV so yedi bi abesomo na edu every sansem ni mo na pe na yedo akonsem from edia endrada Emma Parliament sitting and chebia wo August bosumini de toso insia emuno and a helicopter crash see wo my Ghana and penny for kukudam besen wo twede wo mo eto anananu won sedo na ifiti no Parliament wo munko sitting bi mendrada and omo san ehye ejumasi bi omkodru ho no ana wo mu ina de minute bi edin de observe Emma san kofo ya wo mo efa helicopter crash so eto anananu won sedo. Adeshima Benunti same way and I said the course where we mashebeja fie no woman na din adema helicopter crash victims see and I no pay yedi bi abesom na edo eto ansem ne so anope na yedo akonsem from edia Reverend Tim Fojo woye mashebeja ni edema de hye ya wo mo ewasin south abaton peso aso na wodin sem bi abetudwa wo chem se NPP amenu kono 2024 abato ayeto ye wo man Ghana hankuko etimi ekomo mo ni na ejina wo mo man pani nana adodanko ekufuado eso esan se LGBTQ+ bill na wentimi anhwe ansign no eno enenam so masa nkuko kese we etimi ekoma NPP amenu kono same way Reverend Intim Fojo wono anode abetudwa.
Deputy Minister of Education, when my government was in power, I was very bold and vocal every stage of the enactment, and even when it was passed and the bill suffered legal challenges for which Parliament could not transmit it to the President, I was bold even to say that if these obstacles were removed and if President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo had been able to sign this bill, it would have served this nation a lot better, and it would have even enhanced the image of my party. And I dare say that the outcome of the election in 2024 would have been different. It would have been different the outcome would have been different. I've said it way before, we even voted, after we voted, before handing over. I have said it so my position is consistent. My position then has not changed. It will not change now. And so let's all proceed with that consistent principle.
Reverend Tim for Jowono and Odin Semwe Abetu Janani 71 Fantua was signed at inside the Ghana man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say will fairly say within a support and my human sexual rights and family a year value bill no one family support hamano Reverend Tim for your and Swabekasa Eddie Afasan 71 PKFM TV yes we DB
we will pass this. We would submit it to the president, present it to him for his assent, and he can also, even in the course of the process, whether before it is passed or after it is passed, if he so thinks that he even needs to introduce some more robust legislation to serve the larger purpose of preserving the values of Ghana, preserving the values of society, and augmenting on the binary nature of gender, that gender, any person is born a boy or a girl, and that's when you are to marry. Marriage is between a man and a woman. Those basic principles, and any such propagation and advocacies and those that seek to even make lesbianism, LGBT, and all its allies and dimensions more attractive, totally misleading young people and leading them astray. Any legislation that will cure that is further welcomed, but that will not come to replace the importance and necessity of this bill. If the president was so committed to introducing government-sponsored bill, this is the 11th month. There have been many, leading to about 100 bills that have been brought to this house, and we have passed. Some were even brought in midnight. We stayed here midnight and passed them under certificate of urgency. So if this bill was that important to him, and indeed is not mere rhetorics and it's something he's committed to, we would have introduced this government-sponsored bill. He has said it time and time again. Has he brought it? So let him bring it. But he bring it.
Ebusi afa no same way and a Reverend Tim for Jowono so what they abetu jano PKFM TV ye de bi abesomo e wo kase no eso ye de wo e to ansem ne so anope na ye de one consent from there na ye Deputy Attorney General Dr. Stacey side na wono so e de nsem bi abetu dwa wo chem se ne ho dwiri ni ye papa e ma wo te se sika no sombo e 500 million Ghana cedis na a national service scandal ni mu no sa sika no etimi efremu no e ade ani ho adwune ni ye papa isan se won susu se BBC ebetimi esi e national service ye wo mo adwuma no e mu nsem we and Deputy Attorney General.
How much is national service allowance? A meager 700 cedis. So you could never believe that millions of cedis could be siphoned through a project which pays personnel 700 cedis. It is a poverty project. If you listen to national service and what we all know about national service, the suffering we go through, we all knew that is a place for suffering. Then you are told someone was able to siphon 500 million cedis. That was the shock in it. So it was shocking that you could siphon this amount of money from, and personally I didn't believe it until I started seeing the evidence. Then I started seeing the movement of money into bank accounts and out of bank accounts, and I was shocked too. Now the shocking thing is how elaborate and deliberate people could be in designing this kind of scheme to siphon money from public coffers into private pockets. You create a market, so the market is supposed to be a place where national service personnel could buy items that they didn't get in their posting and then pay by installments
on
over
the
period from their allowances. So this is a brilliant idea. Then we realized that the people set this system up and were pushing a lot of money into the market when no one actually bought anything. So we're paying huge sums of money to vendors in the market when these vendors sold nothing. And these monies then go around and then enter into private pockets. That is the shocking thing of it. And we believe that when the trial starts, Ghanaians will be able to see how shocking it was. And that is not to say that they are guilty. No, it's only the courts that can say someone is guilty. But when you see what's wrong, you will feel it. The idea is entitled to plea bargain. And I mean, they've approached us. Some of the people have approached us to bargain. And so
Ebusiafo no nti semwe ana Deputy Attorney General wono so wode abetudwa no pe KFM TV yedi bi abeso mo ne yede wo eto ansem no so anope ede wo akonsem from dia eye Agba Yusuf wono so abekasa ede afa eye wo mu pose bi a wo mo ede hyehye so efa Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ene Ken eye Japan ho a eye Ken Japan elidi ye no eno anna eye Agba Yusuf enso aba motima wabekasa dia fa no pe yen so yedi bi esomo.
You know, we're in the same party, we know ourselves. They're both working for Ken, and it's quite exciting to see Kobe, you know, appearing and aware of this work and posing questions to a researcher from their team. And I believe that, you know, it is something that they, you know, did together and put it out there.
Now, you think this research was done internally by Ken Japan?
Evans works with Ken. He supports Ken.
Oh.
And I thought he was going to be part of the discussion, actually, that I'll put this to him. You know, he supports Ken. He runs a platform, and I've shared, you know, some with you. He runs a platform for Ken. You know, these things are put in there and discussed. In fact, even this show, as you saw, you know, was put on the platform, and the people there were encouraged, you know, to listen to this presentation and all that. But that is not the basis for
Ebusiafo no nti nsɛmwe ana Agba Yusuf wono so wode abetudwe ma wone nsɛm twofo hyia woni wo mo atwetwe nkomo ye to ansɛm ne so de amamodia eye mrahye fie endrada wo mo ekwasetina no ana wo mo swari in eye akwetia eye mrahye bedwani eye olmonyamfo Bernard bedi akobeidu wo mo eswari in no waba montima wodi aseda kese akwa ma obi bia wo mutimi bom homoden etai ne chi men ndra swari in no etimi ekos no sineni agiye papa.
The people of Akwetia constituency are very grateful to you. We are most grateful. You've seen the numbers. All the chiefs are here. In fact, we had to even virtually tell them not to come because the numbers who were prepared to come. I don't know whether the entire the chamber could continue. No, I mean the chamber would never be able to continue. Maybe we would have gone to the National Theatre or somewhere else. But we just and so we found a way to speak to them, and they are waiting for us. It's a show of support which we do not intend taking for granted. We will do our best in all humility and honesty. We will work hard not to disappoint the very people who give us the money. We are most grateful. God bless you all. God bless you.
Afa no nti semwe anode abetudwa no wosan edi tudwa bi ma wo hwe mo boss sesi a yedi no esi so se mrahye bedwani e wa akwetia no wobebo ne homoden na wabo adwuma ye papa di amom wobema mo haw aye ne haw na bibia no bibia eho etimi ato no e wa akwetia semwe ana wosan edi etu edwa.
Foremost, we want to say thanks to the Almighty for how far He has brought us. Since we went into this game of elections for the past few months, it's been stressful, but He has seen us through. This is the peak. This is the product of the work that we did. Because if we are not sworn in, nothing will come out of it. So this is the first step and it's the biggest. And so from now as we speak, I'm no more MP elect. I am the member of parliament in full. Early days, we are now coming to learn what goes on here. I would not and I do not have the intention of ever ascribing all knowledge to myself. I'm new here. It's a fresh call. I've accepted it in full. The people have demonstrated confidence in me. I am now in the house. All I need to do now is to learn. And so that is the focus now. I need to know what happens here and how it happens. Once I get used to how things are done here, the work begins. And in the next couple of days, it is all going to be studies and studies and studies. Once I get to know, because you see, sometimes you may even know what to do, but how to do it, if you get it wrong, you will end up doing nothing. And so there are rules and procedure that we need to learn. You saw the speaker give us the manuals, which is the Constitution of the Republic, and then the standing orders. Of course, we have had occasions.
Ebusia fa no ntin semwe ana akwetia mra shebedwani odmonyanfo Bernard Bedi Akunbeidu wode abetudwa KFM TV. Yes, so yedi bi abesom yedi wo free sansem na no pay na yedi wo akonsem from the abeto just Ghana ene Saudi Arabia wo mo ayen kaboma no general cooperation agreement akoso wo mo ntema mo behwe ama long standing diplomatic and economic ties no emu etimi ayedin ye papa edi amaye no ti sesi ade Saudi Arabia ni Ghana etimi ayen kaboma mo behwe ama Ghana economy no etimi ejina so na kita ho de kese etimi akoso ewo montem wo chese sesi ade sade we ebeboa wo man Ghana ye papa no pay yenso ye de mu nsem ye de abesomo ewosa na ye de wo free sansem num de do ko adusua ensem emu onmanyamfo Harry na Idrisu wo ye wo so afo wono anohwe ya disua ho nsem ewo my Ghana ha na wode nsem bi abetudwa wode abasobode kese kwa mama mpani dada nana adodan kwekofo ado se wotimi boy ne homoden edi free SHS policy ebo my Ghana ha nkoda dodo na enenya akwanya ekosuku ekosua de no chese sade oye no infrastructure no wentimi anhwe anye hu bibi amfa ho no enam so mo chese wa shebo se wo mo de 300 million Ghana cedis behye Ghana education system ni mu na infrastructure za wodo a wo mo ehia no metimi ahwe na wo mo di ninia aye edi amo bibia nsemwe ana Harry na Idrisu anope wode abetudwa KFM TV ye DBS somo ewo kase no eso.
Before I declare the 32nd conference open, let me also provoke another political debate in the country. In the last 21 years, I have been working as member of parliament. And like it or not, the introduction of the pre-senior high school will forever go to the credit of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as president of Ghana. But in its implementation, while I credit him for that transformation and bold, courageous initiative, he will also be discredited for not matching the policy with accompanying infrastructure, laboratories, improved teacher-student ratio. So he will be credited for the initiative, but he will also be discredited that in the last 8 years, much of the challenge
Ebusia fa no ntin semwe ana Harry na Idrisu wode abetudwa yenso ye di esomo ewo kase no so ye gina so na etwa ye hosima abaye ba ye de nsem no ekọ edwadie emu. Do ekọ edwadie nsem dia endedi abetudwa se Ghana ye Energy Commission no a wo my Ghana ha no wo mo ne Nigeria for ayen kabuma standard organization the man Nigeria a wo mo nkramantem ha se no wo mo anoma yen kabuma mo behwe ama Ghana ye energy efficiency no etimi akonanim ye papa edi ama ye nankita hode ekọ so October bosmini da etoso eduonu baako emu wo my Ghana ha se ho anampeni fo shaya wo mo bebom homoden ahwe ama Ghana ye energy sector no etimi akonanim ye papa mususu se Ghana ene Nigeria for etimi bom homoden na mo yen kabuma ebebo ama bibia no Ghana ye nyina menkane ho nsem no etimi akonanim na dum so bebreba yenya no ano etimi abrase ede amai no nti nsɛm ana no pay enso ye de bi abesom a echemu se Ghana Energy Commission no wo ni Nigeria for eba be yen kabuma ebeboa ama ye energy efficiency no eno so etimi ejina ne nai so ede amai no nti ye jina so na me de dwede nsɛm no aba na wie ye no madane me ho sema me ba me de nsɛm no ekɔ enigede emu. Yado ekwa ni jede nsem mudia emi Africa for ede abetujo mu chem se wo mo 10th anniversary mo de be hihye so wo November bosmini da etoso edionu mienu emu no sese ade nomination portal no mo bie ede ato ha mo bibia wo pese nomination etimi ekoma no wo mo ebie ade ato ha eno ebeboa ye papa mo chese wo mo 10th anniversary ye ade a wo mo ebedi ni ye papa person sa fibia no wo mo di na sa wo mo 10 years anniversary de be yesron kokra wo my Ghana nti wo mo to nsa ede afre wo mo a mo pese wo mo so wo mo enya nomination ani padodro no hu mo no wo mo ebie wo nomination portal no ede ato am mo se wo mo hwe na wo mo so wo mo embesign ni binenu ade bia ebetimi aboa ama wo so wo metimi akomo ni manu nti emi Africa for nsema wo de abetudwana na no KFM TV yenso ye de bi abesomo ye gina wo nseme so na me de anopa no so pɛ mo kase no me de ni nia aba na wie yensem no na edoso ye papa na de di mu akotene ebie ne se Asin South ma hye bedwane onmonya for Reverend Tim Fojo echemu se 2024 abato na NPP ameni okondi nkuko no ni nia ejina wo mampani na adodan kwekufo ado eso ye de mu nsem ye di ebrosa enso so ana Haruna Idriso enso de abasobode ekwama na adodan kwekufo ado se wo day free SHS policy no ebepie mu wo my Ghana ha se ye de dwade nsem enso e kan ho de ma Ghana ene Nigeria ayen kabu mo beboa ama ye energy efficiency collaboration no aboa ama no akonenim ye papa no so ye do mo asukọ ye de ebesom sanse so ana ye de anigede nsem e kan ho de ma emi Africa enso de abetijo mo chem se wo mo 10th anniversary no wo mo de be hihye so wo November bosumini da etoso eduonu mienu entemenu ti wa wo pese unya nomination obetimi edibudin aba ewosa abusuafo we ne nsem ne afoforo pi anope ye bo ano ide beso mo se no nso pɛ mo kase wo KFM TV no eso ye de obi biase sa anope mo jebre etina mo TV ho ehwe me ka we se dwumeko bi adaruma ana anope wo mo so yasne ye beda KFM Musical Center dadabate ka bana Talent Microfinance ye beda o mo asesa anope wo mo ebo ye twidom ma ye de kase bo ye de ebeso mo kenkan fo anope wo temi ka no edin amije so ene Newsmaame Esi Nkrumah.
Looking for the perfect door to welcome you home? Step into Afrotino Doors Company, where Turkish quality meets unmatched security. We specialize in all metal Turkish security doors, built to last, available in single, 1.5 and double sizes. Choose from luxurious designs with metal and wood finishing, paired with advanced locking systems, from central locking to triple hook locks and double locks for maximum protection. We also offer Chinese security doors in single, 1.5 and double sizes, delivering quality at the right price. For timeless elegance, explore our solid local wooden doors, crafted from Afromosia, Mansonia, Redwood, and more. Whatever your dream design, we can create it in the wood of your choice. Plus, we have imported wooden interior doors from both Turkey and China, perfect for giving your home that sophisticated touch. And that is not all. From pivot doors to fire exit doors, PVC doors to cement doors, Afrotino Doors Company has every style for every need. Enjoy special promos every Friday and Saturday only at Afrotino Doors Company. Visit us today at Basket Junction, Spinters, or call 0244 371 348. 0274 722 448 or 0256 321 708. Afrotino Doors Company, strong, stylish, and secure. Afrotino Door Company, creating quality homes.
Amandishie, Muntie, Shika Semu Buafo, Talent Microfinance.
Mamba Kwaba, about Talent Microfinance. Your firm, Frederick Eji, I'm here head of marketing. And then we need to apart. Your product one so be a my sorry. I a friend in church finance. Church finance no, ma and sorry, Omunisika, a boom, the better instrument. The better my sorry, and Nutina. Talent and all say a besia bois and sorry no into near year put that way put that no ye bois and sorry momunya church instrument ye put that no ye omu 3 phases. First one no so person utia 3 months no interest, no facility fee, no bibia the hiane say obedi no kwe ama yen say the be ya enko the next 4 months. Second one here, so person will charge 6 months. We charge facility fee, and I will charge 10% of the contribution. That one is so person will charge 1 year, and also we charge facility fee and a 10% contribution, and I will say savings or talent. So 1 year no to meet ya every interma, you be more rebate, which is you the interest now. We charge na and we no, a better amount back, and untina you come for talent microfinance, church financing. Amamo enti yenkotie enso ni bia o buy enchen abeje facility ni bi
me did the Reverend Frank Ajekum me da asori and did Grace House Chapel ano ewo odoko ebremu no me wa ha edi adanse kakra afa eye KFM instrument nioma enam microfinance eye talent so ema minya ye anase aboa memanya ewo ministry ni mu na me pese me de sa adansidie ekire asofo ne nyankopon adwumayefo a eye won sori a woye no obenya neoma ede aye na me de mensem enyina ekodan talent microfinance isanse me yanko bi di hu adanse ekire me se omoboa nsori a eba no ene nsori akese ma wo musaka instrument a ombetimi de aye asori ene ntimi tu anamon ekoye ekohuwom na talent for ene me edi nkomo a na eye ni so na ni kan yie na niema wo mo bisa ya no request ye no eye niema na easy se obi a betimi enya nti omo